Hello, this is Deborah with Redirecting, and apparently there are some updates on the Amber Guyger case. The newly elected Dallas DA says that the appropriate charge for Amber Guyger is murder. Now, if you remember, Faith Johnson, a black woman who was also a Republican, was voted out. And so now the new DA is stating that the proper charge for Amber is murder. Now, I find it interesting that someone else comes in to replace the former black Republican DA woman, a black woman who didn't see that the charge should have been more than murder. Someone else had to come in and point that out. And so why was there this lesser charge before? I'm going to read the article that is associated with this. It says on September 6th, 30-year-old police officer Amber Guyger killed 26-year-old Botham Shem John in his own home. She was charged with manslaughter, and there was and has been an outrage over how District Attorney Faith Johnson, who is black, a black Republican, handled the case. On Tuesday, Johnson lost her re-election to retired Judge John Creuzot, who is a black Democrat, and he seems ready to do the job Johnson did not do. District Attorney-elect Creuzot told NBC in Dallas, "I don't know any police reports. I don't know any forensic reports, but based on what I have seen, manslaughter is an inappropriate charge based on the circumstances as I understand them. Once I get in there and I get everything in front of me and it appears the most appropriate charge is murder, then that's the charge we will go forward with," he also said. Anything less than murder deviates from Dallas County precedent. Back in early October, Faith Johnson, who had been dealing with backlash for months, said, "Only thing I'm saying to the people of Dallas County, trust me. We are planning to go before the grand jury as soon as we can. In fact, we're trying to expedite it to get an even quicker than we probably should. But we're not going to compromise anything. That's what is so critical. We don't want to compromise any evidence that we think is going to be critical for them to make the right decision in the case." Johnson lost to Creuzot by over 20 points. There have been countless mistakes made in this case, from never searching Guyger's apartment to claiming Botham Jean was a pothead to protesters in jail longer than Guyger was. Okay, so I'm so glad that they are peering into this story even further, because it definitely needs to have a second look, because this DA, the former DA, did it no justice at all. And as we see, her replacement is yet another black person who sees things through a different lens than she did. She seemed to be operating under fear, in my opinion, because the national spotlight was on her, and she appeared not to want to anger a certain population by being too harsh on one of the Beckys of the country. And so she just kind of took the lesser road, took the lower road, instead of taking the higher road and charging her, Amber, with the appropriate charge. So we will see where it goes from here. I am hoping that he can get a greater charge, because what happened to this young man and then the attempt at a smear campaign afterward was just horrendous, but is very, very typical of what we are used to in this country. And so again, I hope that we can get some better results through this new DA. I won't hold my breath for it, but at least he is saying the right things at this point to indicate that at least he doesn't see it as an appropriate charge that was initially handed down. Okay, I think that is all at this time. Just wanted to give that update, and with that, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.